Hey everybody, I'm Justin Schlegel with RHP Real Estate and Team Schlegel. This is your March 2023 Phoenix Real Estate Update. There's a lot going on in the real estate market today, and I'm sure you've seen tons of headlines. You've heard it all over the news and the radio about the market. Is it crashing? Or did the bubble burst? Are interest rates keeping buyers at bay? So there's all sorts of things to think about. But I want to focus on 3 points today: patience, readiness, and guidance. That's going to be critical to success in today's market. So first of all, patience. Whether you're a buyer or a seller, understanding the process, knowing some of the variables and the nuances and the things that are changing all the time, interest rates, the overall inventory numbers and the competition, and the stock market plays a role, and just countless other variables that play a role and have an impact on how the real estate market moves and where consumer confidence is with the end user, the consumer, the buyer and the seller. So patience, going into this, knowing that this may be a process, it may take a while to achieve the goals I want to achieve. And that brings you to guidance, having the right expectations, having the right experienced, trusted advisor with you. So not somebody that's necessarily just come into the business, that doesn't know what they're doing, doesn't have the support behind them. You don't want to get taken down the wrong path, but someone that's seen this type of a market before, such as us. Someone that's weathered these storms and that can give you a voice of reason when you're unsure about certain decisions. And then readiness. Even though the market is a little slower paced than we've seen over the past few years, that doesn't mean you can just take your time with every decision. Unfortunately, the good homes are still the ones that are most desirable. They're priced right, and so more buyers are clamoring for them. And as interest rates kind of move around, there are these little windows of opportunity where you can really strike and get that good interest rate for today's market and ultimately not miss out on the home that you want to buy. So if you've got the right guidance, you're going to be prepared for patience. You're going to be ready to strike when the time comes. So let's look at the market in general. So right now across the valley for single family homes, so I'm not talking condos or townhouses, but single family detached homes, there's about 9,271 that are active. 41% of that inventory is under 500,000, with 19% over $1 million, which means about 40% between 500,000 and $1 million. When you flip that to the under contracts, that represents a total of about 40% of the overall inventory, with 6,436 detached homes. You've got 11% over $1 million, so a smaller percentage, 55% under $500,000, so under 500,000, which is where the bulk of the transactions in the business is happening. And that leaves about 34% between 500,000 and $1 million. So you can see that first time home buyer, that entry level buyer, those that are, a little bit more budget conscious and where interest rates play a role, that's where the bulk of the market is moving. But there are less closings than we've seen in the past. So for example, February of this year had about 29% fewer closings than we did in 2022. Not surprising, because investors are still kind of holding out on the sidelines. And there's a lot of people that want to move. I know I've talked about the pent up demand, and it's true. It's there. My pipeline has grown. I believe we're going to have a late spring push this year, but people want to move. So those interest rates, if they drop tomorrow by a couple of percent, I guarantee we'd have some bidding wars in the lower price market. So all sorts of things going on in real estate. This is a quick snapshot into what we are seeing. If you have any questions, please never hesitate. That's what we're here for. We're here to provide you information so you can make the right decisions for you. Thank you for watching. The information's below. Have a great day, and let's talk soon.